Hey, what's up guys? I'm back. I think the last video we left off on doing the dashboard and the airbags. Let me show you real quick. So we got that all completed, with the exception of the center console. I need to clean that before I put that in because it's pretty dirty. I didn't clean up all my tools and everything. I need to get better at doing that because then I have a hard time finding things, but that's complete. Got a last minute phone call from my frame guy. Was gonna do this myself, but just running into time constraints, so I have a frame guy that's gonna take care of this. It's kind of last minute. I was supposed to go to work tomorrow and he called me and said, hey, bring the truck tomorrow, so now I have to deal with this. So the goal is gonna be, I don't know if I need to pull this fender, the left fender or the right fender, passenger side, but I'm gonna pull the hood. I'm gonna pull the driver's side fender. I'm gonna pull a couple of the little stuff that he doesn't need over there, and just gonna free everything up so he has room to work. And I'm gonna pull this wheel liner here. I'm gonna pull this off, so just in case this fender, if it has to come off or get adjusted, it's not in the way. I'm gonna have my buddy stop by, give me a hand, because the hood is heavy and I don't think I can get it myself. I already damaged the new hood. I don't want to do that again, so we'll do that, and then I will set you guys up on a time lapse because I just don't have enough hands to make videos, I guess. So anyway, I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna start working on this corner. It's sprinkling, so I'm gonna have to pull out the I got a little 10x10 or 9x9 canopy, so I'm gonna pull that out so I stay dry and get to work on this thing. See you shortly. Yeah, it looks like the battery died on a time lapse, so I got a fresh battery and a GoPro. Little status update. Got this wheel liner out of here. I'm gonna try to I don't think I need to pull this fender, but I'm gonna check it out. I might need to because I think the radiator support goes behind the fender, so I might need to pull the fender back a little bit just to get this out. And I'm trying to, I think I'm trying to squeeze the new one in, maybe not. Like I said, the truck is going to the frame shop tomorrow morning, so need to make sure everything's ready. I think I'm gonna leave the radiator in, although I'm not sure. I was thinking about just cutting it off here, but that's just gonna make a mess, because I don't want to disconnect the transmission coolant lines. Just gonna leak everywhere. And the tow truck needs the truck to be able to start and move. So decisions, but probably gonna leave that alone and just try to pull the radiator support out. Might not even put the other one in. Might just go in the bed and have the frame guy do that. So this fender's out. As you see, there's no damage on this mount here. This mount looks like it moved back just a little bit, so that needs to, I don't know if you can see the little space right here and right here where the bolt used to be, and it moved. Bottom one didn't move. This one's slightly bent out, so I might just tap that real quick and loosen these bolts and push this back down just a little bit. The bottom mount untouched, didn't move, so all this back here is good. This fiberglass plastic piece right here looks like it's all cracked. The mounting points are broken, so I might need to get another one of these. I think the fuse box comes out of there, just pops out all together, so I just need the base. And this is cracked right here. This is what holds the ECU, so I think I'm just gonna have to get another one of these and this, just so it's all nice. The windshield washer reservoir survived. There's no holes, it's not bent or anything, so that's gonna go back in. That's great. This little tab that holds the ECM is bent. I don't think it's a big deal. I think I'll even that out. I'll leave that. So a couple little things to do here, and get this together, get it ready, and send it off to the frame shop. Let's get going. Hey guys, I think I'm ready for the shop, for the frame shop. Stripped the car pretty good, or the truck. Let me show you what I got done. Had to leave and drop off some of the parts, because when a tow truck comes tomorrow, I don't want to damage the hood more than what I showed you. So this is how it looks now. Yeah, I got this baby stripped, all the parts right here. So the frame guy obviously doesn't need any of this. Some of you might laugh or do whatever, but so I kind of cut the radiator off. Usually there's a reason to my madness. I didn't want to disconnect the transmission cooler and leak transmission fluid everywhere. So radiator's already junk. What do? Cut it off. This piece he doesn't need, it's going to be out of the way. If he needs to, he can disconnect this and this will come out so he can do his work or whatever, but I'm going to clean the shavings off a little bit. I need to take that out so it doesn't get sucked in the paper. This piece right here it got twisted from the accident. I did buy a brand new one from the dealer. The dealer sells that individually, so I got that. I did source this frame rail because it's probably not fixable. So I thought it was just a little kink. Well, this is a big kink, and I know some of you will say that's not fixable, can't section the frame, yada yada yada. Guys, did some research. Chevrolet lets you section this piece. It's not a problem. The front section of these frame rails you can section. The dealer will sell you the pieces. The back of the frame is what you cannot section, or you're not supposed to. It's made of high strength steel, so this is absolutely no problem to section. And I don't know if we're going to do it somewhere in the middle of the steering box or somewhere here, but it's going to get sectioned somewhere over here, because this is just This is way too gone to fix. So I'm gonna section this piece, put a new one in. This right here has a little bit of a kink, I just noticed. I didn't see this before, but this is not a problem. This will simply just pull out a little bit, because this is not even, this right here pretty much just the radiator support sits on it. It does, you know, obviously crush from the impact a little bit, but I don't see that being a problem at all. So he's gonna pull that out, replace this tube or this bar, and section this piece. So all that's gonna be all done. He's giving me an estimate of about a week and a half. I got a surprise coming for you guys as well. Big surprise. We're not going to be working outside anymore, so hopefully when this Silverado is back from the shop, not going to be outside anymore. I will show you guys at a later time what's happening, but I don't even want to say anything because it's not 100% yet. We're working on it. So that's that. I can't wait to drive this thing. This thing is a beast. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean up all my tools and everything, because it's kind of been sprinkling on and off, and get this situated. Once I clean this up, I'll do a cold start. How about that? So you guys can hear how the Chevy Duramax L5P sounds with the cold start, I guess. We'll do that, and then something else. This right here, if you're wondering, this is from my semi truck. It's a head rack. I'm gonna be doing step deck here shortly, so I'm getting ready to put this on my semi truck. Maybe I'll get it on video too. Maybe some of you guys be interested, maybe not. We'll see. I did get another project for the channel, so you gotta stay tuned to see that. I wasn't gonna say anything just yet, but this right here is another project for the channel. That little frog looking thing right there. It's an antique Honda. I don't know if you guys know anything about them, but will be pretty fun. We'll have some fun with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. I don't know, I'll probably will not start a time lapse for this. Nobody wants to see me clean, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. I'll put the airbox back on so I can, and I'll throw the batteries in so I can do a cold start. And next time you guys will see this thing, it's probably gonna be back from the frame shop, and I'll be working on fixing some of these dents. If you look right here, there's some here, some right here, a little dent up here. So I got to work on this fender. Obviously this one's gonna get repainted. I'm not sure about the door. It's got a few nicks right here. I might touch those up because I don't know if it's worth repainting the whole door just for these two. And I might just mix some clear coat with black paint, touch it up and kind of buff it just so it looks good. Again, I don't know if that's cutting corners or not, but I don't think it's worth redoing or repainting the original paint just for the little thing on the side here. You won't even see this once it's all buffed and everything. And I need to find a good paint guy, or not a paint guy, a paintless dent removal guy here in South Carolina. There's a few little things here and there that I want to get fixed, but I don't want to paint it. Obviously it makes no sense. Little bumper has a little scratch right here in the corner. I might buff that out and see how it works. If it doesn't come out, I'll just repaint the rear bumper. Little dent right here. This will get buffed out, not a big deal. This sucks right here, but we'll see. I don't think I'll repaint all this. I think some of these things can be touched up. Some guys are worried about firewall being damaged because the fender, as you can see that I took out the whole piece. Sometimes the fender pushes all of this back. Lucky us, or lucky me, none of this got damaged. Everything's perfectly fine. I straightened this bracket out. This just moved on the bolts. I tilted it back a little bit because the fender was pretty close here, but that's good now. I'm so lucky the door didn't get damaged, so I don't think I'll be painting or anything. This got pushed in just a little bit, but this is below the fender, so I'll probably touch this up too. There's no point to be repainting all that. There's a couple dents on the roof. I don't know if it's from the tow guy, but very well could have been from the accident. Just some stuff flung and hit the roof. But again, when I get the roof liner off for the airbags and everything like that, I'll see if I can get a paintless dent guy to do all the dents and do the roof too, just what I can see. There's a few scratches, I'll buff them out. Not a big deal. So this is gonna come together real quick shortly here. I'm excited. I don't show excitement that often, but I am excited. All of these parts are finally gonna be gone. The fender is gone, we dropped that off. The dash is in. Radiator came in from the dealer. I want my garage space back, so I can't wait to get all these parts on the truck. So stay tuned. I'm gonna drop this thing off tomorrow, and I'm going to work. He said he needs about a week and a half, because he does have another truck or whatever that he's working on. So he just wants a few cars sitting there, so when he's ready he just puts it on a frame and gets it done. So I'll drop it off tomorrow. A little bit of time will pass, and next time, well, the way I upload videos, you guys won't even notice this this time that I'm waiting. But that's the thing with some of these rebuild projects, is that, especially that I work, it's hard to get them done. But you know, we'll get them done. It's not a big deal. We have a few things planned for that right there. That's going to be pretty fun. I have most of the parts for that thing that I want to do to it, so we'll get on that real soon, and that's going to move along much quicker pace than this, because that, you know, I don't need to wait for frame guys or whatever. That car has no damage on it besides some ugly paint, but let's not worry about that. Main concern is getting the Chevy up and running. Once it's done, we got some interesting things going on. This is kind of slow, but hey, we'll get it done. I got some supplies here from the local paint store. Got some glaze, got some primer, got some scuff pads, some wax and grease removers, some sandpaper. This is just to do a little bit of the body filler and stuff like that. I have other sandpaper I need to find, but forgot to get a reducer. May get some reducer and get everything prepped once this is back. Paint the underhood, paint the inside of the fender, and if I can, I will find a paint shop and I'll rent it out, and I'll do some painting on this myself. I did paint before, so I kind of know what's going on, but we'll see what happens. If I have time, I'll paint this myself. If I don't, I'll drop it off and have somebody paint it. But I guess you guys will see pretty soon. So thank you for watching. Tune in when the videos come out. I think the last video was pretty boring. You guys saw me clean up the garage and organize as much as I can. So we got most of the boxes, everything organized. We didn't get, obviously, this stuff in. I just have way too much stuff, like I said. So hopefully all the parts will go in the truck. Once all that's on the truck, I should have most of the garage empty. I do have a couple things I will make a video on, so that's coming soon. Just stay tuned. Things will pick up quick. All right, let's give this a shot. I only have one battery hooked up, so let's see if this works. Let's see how it sounds. there you go. She runs. Yeah, looks like I need a new fan clutch.